Hi everyone. Good afternoon. We are very sorry we are late. We're just having some network and IT issues. So good afternoon everyone once again. It's Priscilla and the Vice President for GSBS and Tabitha with me here this afternoon. Olivia is on annual leave and Adil has to be in another meeting, so he's not here right now. So for those that will be joining us later and those that will be watching it later, if you have any question for us, just please put it in the question in the comment section, and would try as much as possible to answer your questions. So hi Tabitha.
Hi Priscilla,
How are you today?
I'm good, can't complain.
So quickly, how has it been for the past 2 weeks? What have you been up to, and how has it been?
No, it's been busy. The biggest piece of work I've been working on is the Glasgow Taxis Cup. So that's happening tomorrow, which is like the main event. And for those who don't know what the Glasgow Taxis Cup is, it's the biggest varsity sports competition. So it's between ourselves at GCU, Glasgow Uni, and us. Right? And compete for a very nice cup, which is called the Glasgow Taxis Cup, and it's sponsored by Glasgow Taxis. So fantastic, and we'll be doing all our main tomorrow afternoon in different locations across Glasgow. And in the evening, we'll have an award ceremony to see which university takes it home. So there's been a lot of planning around those events, getting our sports teams ready and organized. So that has been the bulk of the last 2 weeks, just getting that sorted.
That's good to know. So, are you inviting anybody? Can students come, or it just has to be the sports club?
No, well, because of COVID restrictions, obviously there's a limit to numbers. But if you're watching this live, you want to come and you're interested, you can send me a message and I can see how to get you a slot. There are very few available spaces, just obviously because we're going through the COVID restrictions and we have to follow what the. But we will welcome. Is it?
Uh, yeah, I'm struggling to hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Well, you're breaking kind of. Let's try it again.
Right. I hope not everyone is getting as bad service as. Can you hear me now properly?
Hmm.
Fantastic. Yeah. So if any student is interested, get in touch with me before tomorrow, 10 o'clock, and I can see what I can do for you.
Okay, that's good to know. And good luck and all the best to our team.
Yeah, all the best. Well, actually, if GCU does win this year, it'll be the first time we've won the Glasgow Taxis Cup. So
Oh.
has won it 9 times. Strathclyde
Hmm.
won it 3 times, and it's been running for 12 years. So that's the correct maths. 9 plus 3 is 12. Yeah. So we're looking forward to taking it home.
Okay, I don't know what the sign is, but God, you see you.
Go GCU.
Okay, so for me, I think basically in the past 2 weeks, what I've been working on would be um, the academic rep gathering. So trying to work on the student partnership agreement, which is part of our team objectives in the academic rep gathering. And I would say it was a really good one. It was a success, and we're able to get a lot of consultation from students through the academic rep gathering. Another thing I've been working on would be I think it would be I know that the Muslim students, um, what's this thing called? The fasting period. Sorry, I forgot the name of what the
Ramadan.
fasting period. Ramadan, yes. So it's coming up, and we are trying to see how the Faith and Belief Center can be made more available for students, because I know we know students who are working will need to pray more than they used to pray. So they will need the Faith and Belief Center opened more. So we are trying to work on this with the university to make sure the Faith and Belief Center is opened an extended period. The fact that you need to wash and everything. So that's what I've been basically working on. And the what's it called, coming up tomorrow as well. So Tabitha will not be going with us to Edinburgh for the student housing rally. I'm sure everyone will agree with me that students have been going through a lot when it comes to accommodation, when it comes to getting housing. So that's what the NUS have come together to work on. And we've been trying to get students to also be part of this so that our voices can be heard as a whole. So if you're still interested, I mean, it's not too late. We'll be gathering at the Students Association, the reception at 10 a.m. tomorrow, and we'll be moving to Edinburgh by 10:30. Although the rally starts at 12:30, but we'll need to leave by 10:30. So if you're interested, you can just join us tomorrow at 10 a.m. or send me a message if you'd like to go. Or you can also go to register on our GCU Student Association website. You'll see the link about the student and all the information about the Student Association, Student Housing Rally there. So that's what I've been up to in the past few weeks. And so my next question would be, we are having our last student voice before we retire, like you've been saying. So and we have individual and no, I think I should just talk about the individual objectives, not the team objectives this time. So our individual objectives, that will be the last time it will be going to student voice before we retire. So, I mean, how has it been? What do you think? Your percentage? How well do you think you've done?
I think I'm quite proud of it. I'm getting feedback on my network. I'll mute. I hope that makes it better now.
Yeah,
Does it make it?
slightly.
Let me try putting headphones on. I know I didn't ask the officer today. We're technology as well. Much better.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, brilliant. So, yeah, so I've been having three, we all have three individual objectives, and I'm actually quite happy with the fact that I've been able to achieve or partially achieve all my objectives. And by saying partially, it means it's something that I didn't expect to finish rather than just start. So if you've been on campus, you've obviously seen the Call It Racism campaign, which has been a big part of my platform and, big part of, something that I really wanted to happen through my time as a student at GCU and a student officer as well. So that has gone well. And I think yesterday was the last day of the official campaign, but the work still continues. So that's why I'm saying partially completed, because though the campaign has run successfully and come to an end, the work is just beginning about changing, behaviors on campus, getting, both staff and students to buy into the idea. So that's quite good as well. And then I was also working with SHLS to create EDI objectives. So that's equality, diversity, and inclusion projects within the school. And again, similar to the first one, it's complete but not fully done because it's something that will continue even past me. So, getting the school to create its own EDI committee. We've gotten different departments to run their own EDI workshops within their own departments with their staff and students. So it's really nice to see that the efforts we put into place as officers reflecting into student experience, and seeing that even after we leave, we're continuing to have students feeling the good work we've done. And I think my third one was more on entrepreneurship and the SDGs. And again, so much work is going around it. So it's been fantastic to see the university, working on embedding SDGs into the curriculum and working with the Research Innovation Center to, increase more opportunities for students and, getting it out there and getting students to engage. So it's been fantastic because we've obviously seen an increase in students. We know that a few students might be going to where they're going, Sri Lanka, in a few months. Once they finish one of the programs we are running through the Research Innovation Office. So it's been fantastic to just see, some of the work we've put in. And I can't give myself full credit. Staff members have been working really hard to help me, but the other full-time officers have played a key role in advising and helping run programs, in participating themselves, in giving ideas. So it's been a team effort, even though it was individual objectives. But yeah, excited for Student Voice 4.
That's really good to know. So for me, I would say partially, like Tabitha said as well. So one of my individual objectives was basically for GSBS, and that one is almost complete, and that's for peer mentoring for basically postgraduate taught students, which we thought they didn't have enough support when it comes to academic writing and all of that. So that's under works, and that's almost completed. And you will still continue even while I'm gone, which that makes me happy a whole lot. The second one would be for accommodation. We know how a lot of students get different kind of information when they are coming in as new students. So works is undergoing for it to be added to induction from next semester trimester, those coming in next trimester. And the last one, which is that doesn't make me very happy, because when I proposed it, if now they are saying, I mean, the uni is saying that the budget for it is too much, and the uni cannot fund it for now. That's the communications app, creating a new communications app. Although they used to say, well, life gives you lemon, make lemonade. So I'm already working on an alternative on that as already. So I wouldn't completely say I'm down regarding that. So yeah, that's regarding my individual objectives. I'm sure Adil and Olivia also are partially like us. And hopefully before we hand over in May, it would have been almost completed, if not completed. Okay, so my last question would be, in the next 2 weeks before we come back for ask the officer. So what is it you'll be working on in the next 2 weeks?
A lot of reports, I think. So we have so much coming up. We have student voice. We have our last school board coming along as well. A lot of committees, because obviously we're coming to the end of the trimester as well. So just being able to get that sorted. And I'm still hearing feedback, so I hope you can hear me clearly, because I can hear feedback in my ear. But no, I think it's just more so tying loose ends, because we still have about a month and a half to go. There's still so much that is still up in the air and needs to be tied up. So a lot of just trying to make sure that when we do start our handover in May, that if there's anything I was working on, it's completed, or it's in a place where if I hand it over to another officer, they'll be able to, understand what's going on. So yeah, just trying to tie loose ends and ensuring that all the work that I've started is progressing well.
I completely agree with. I think that's what, apart from the fact that my next few weeks would be majorly annual leave and going for NUS Scotland and NUS UK conference. I only have a few days to work in the next few weeks, so that would be for probably reports and all of that. So yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting times. Maybe tell us a bit more about NUS Scotland.
Yeah, so NUS Scotland, where all the University Students Association delegates will be coming together to speak on policies that have to do with students in Scotland, things that we know that would affect the students in Scotland. So we'll speak on the policies, we'll debate and vote on them. And also we'll be having new NUS Scotland presidents. So I'm not sure if everyone can vote, but we'll be voting for the new NUS Scotland president, which is a very important one, because they will be leading us for the next 1 year. So yeah, that would be happening in the NUS 2 years. Yeah, thank you. For the next 2 years. So the next president is really important. 2 years is a long time to make a mistake. Okay, so that's it. So I have one update, and that would be on the Star Awards. So the nomination for the Star Awards is out, in case you're not aware, and we have just 2 weeks for the nomination to close. So if you have someone, you have a student that you want to nominate for Student of the Year, or you have someone you want to nominate for a Society of the Year, anybody you want to nominate, Academic Rep of the Year, somebody has done well and you want to nominate them, or a group, please do well to go to the Student Association website and just submit your nomination. You have only 2 weeks to do that. Yeah, so that will be any update from you.
Yeah, I know Olivia will be annoyed if you don't mention this. So teaching awards is still open, and so please nominate students. Staff, supporting staff. So if there's anyone within the within GC who's helped you or supported you in any way, whether teaching or non-teaching staff. This is a really good way to appreciate their efforts and just show them that, you appreciate the good work they're doing above and beyond what they actually paid to do. Because I know as a student, there's so many staff members who impacted my life in different ways above and beyond, their job description. So if you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh, this lecturer has been really good, or I've enjoyed their class, or maybe you bumped into one of the support staff in the cafeteria or within the advice center or the well-being center, and you're like, I really want to, say a thank you for some sort of support. Just go on and fill in the form. It's quite easy to do it as well, and it's really quickly done. So you can just get the form on our website and submit. And let's thank our teaching and non-teaching staff. I know SHLS is ahead right now in terms of nominations, so that's making me very proud. But it's not a competition because all the schools do a really good job. So calling on GSPS and Skippy students as well to get nominating, because I know there's a lot of members of staff within those schools who are also doing a really good job.
Yeah, correct. Okay, if there is nothing else, I would see you in 2 weeks' time. Thank you everyone for watching, and for those that would catch up later.
Thank you for
Okay,
joining.
bye.
Bye.